In a latest update to the cash for queries controversy, Lok Sabha's Ethics Committee that is probing the matter involving TMC MP Mahua Moitra has now rescheduled its meeting from November 7th to November 9th. It will be on this day that a draft report would be adopted to decide upon what action should be taken against Mahua. This draft report would imply that the committee has finished its inquiry and it will now make recommendations for the same. Hello and welcome, I am Shreya and you're watching The Pamphlet. Now if we talk about the November 2nd meeting, wherein Mahua was summoned by the Ethics Committee, there was a high-end drama. Mahua, along with other opposition MPs, walked out of the meeting, accusing the panel chairperson Vinod Sonkar of posing unethical questions that were private and personal in nature. Moitra, who is accused of sharing her parliament's login credentials with businessman Darshan Hiranandani to target the Adani Group and PM Modi, termed the interrogation a proverbial Vastraharan. Mahua, in fact, called the interrogation Besharam and Behuda. This has all been mentioned in a strongly worded letter written to the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. However, Ethics Committee Chairperson Vinod Sonkar alleged that unparliamentary language was used by Mahua against him and other members of the panel. Another panel member, Aparajita Sarangi, stated that Moitra went beyond all limits of decency and kept talking about her personal life in which nobody was interested. BJP MP Nishikant, on whose allegations the inquiry was initiated, has called Mahua's this public instinct a wrong narrative in the public. Talking about a confidential meeting in the public is a breach of law, which Mahua has very clearly broken. Nishikant took to X to state that the chairman of the Ethics Committee, Vinod Sonkar, who hails from a scheduled caste, faced abusive language in the committee. He was referred to as a scoundrel in parliament, called derogatory names such as Bihari Goon and a Jharkhandi dog. This was said in context to the BSP MP Danish Ali's bizarre statements in the parliament. Nishikant Dubey also clarified that Mahua was playing women's victim card and that he would quit politics if anything indecent was asked by the committee. In his tweet, he mentions that Mahua's jilted ex and Supreme Court lawyer Jai Anant Dehadra in his affidavit has mentioned paying for Mahua's air travel, hotel and car within the country and abroad. So if the Ethics Committee asked for its bill, then you cannot call it unethical behavior. In fact, previously Mahua had herself talked in public about the gifts that she received from Darshan Hiranandani, which included a luxury designer scarf as well as high-end cosmetics. It is alleged that these gifts were given in exchange of Mahua Moitra's login credentials to Lok Sabha website, through which Hiranandani asked questions targeting his business rival Gautam Adani and PM Modi. So if the Ethics Committee questions are about the same in a private meeting, then Moitra calls it derogatory. But she is okay to discuss the same in public. Jai Anant Dehadra, on the other hand, has stated to the media that he is not afraid of anybody and he would come out with the truth at an appropriate time. He also asserted that the citizen of this country can identify when someone is trying to change the narrative by attempting to play the victim. Breaching the national security of your own country should be met with heavy punishment so that no one could dare to do the same again. Let us know in comments what verdict do you expect from the draft report that will be released by the Ethics Committee day after tomorrow.